Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today's motion, linguistic racism is a significant form of discrimination that must be addressed. On my right, we have the affirmative team led by Mr. Emosi Taveta, Susanna Wesi, and Kalibat Naminia. On my left, the opposing team led by Mr. Vasilin Koroy, Atera Turananivalo, and myself. Let's begin with the opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you. Linguistic racism is when people are judged, mocked, or denied opportunities because of their language, accent, or dialect, often tied to race or ethnicity. It's not just about words, it's about identity. Think about the immigrant job applicant who gets rejected because of their accent is too foreign. The Pacific Island student told to speak properly at school, or the African American child whose grammar is marked wrong. Not because it's incorrect in their dialect, but because it's not standard English. Language is culture. When you insult or reject someone's speech, you are rejecting who they are.
Thank you, we agree. Discrimination is wrong, but not every language-related issue is racism. We have standard forms of language for a reason: clarity, safety, and education. A pilot or doctor must communicate in a way everyone understands. That's not oppression, that's practicality. Mockery is wrong, yes, but if we label every correction or request for clarity as racism, we risk shutting down constructive learning and communication.
You say standard is about clarity, but whose standard? British English? American English? These standards come from colonial powers, not from some neutral or magical rule book. And research shows that what people call hard to understand is often just unfamiliar. If we expose people to more accent in media, schools, and workplace, comprehension would improve without forcing everyone to sound the same.
But exposure takes time.
Yes, and during that time, people's careers and dignity are being crushed by bias. That's the whole point.
Let's be clear. Culture pride and communication means different. Air traffic control uses single stripe, a form of English worldwide. That's not colonialism. That's preventing plane crashes. We can celebrate linguistic diversity and maintaining functional standards. Code switch is a skill, not just a survival tactic. People adapt their language all the time, and that doesn't always mean they're being oppressed.
I have a quick question for you, Mr. Clay. If a fully qualified doctor is rejected just because of their accent sounds too foreign, is that discrimination?
If it's inferior prejudice, yes. But if it's about comprehension, it's a critical situation.
That's the excuse people use when they don't want to admit bias. Study shows comprehension can improve quickly with exposure.
And what about national exams without a standard? How do we ensure fairness?
By teaching the standard for formal context without demanding students for speaking their home dialects in everyday life.
Linguistic racism is not a small problem. It's a daily barrier to jobs, education, and respect for millions worldwide. We're not asking for chaos, we're asking for fairness. For a world where your voice is not a reason to shut the door in your face.
We must fight hate always, but we must also protect shared language norms that unite us and keep us safe. Not every language difference is racism, and not every standard is oppression. Balance is possible.
That's the end of our debate session for today. The choice is yours.